There's a question that haunts you, not during the day when you're distracted, but at 3 a.m. when the silence is deafening. Will she come back? You're analyzing every text, every moment, every sign, trying to decode if this is just another avoidance cycle or if it's truly over this time. Here's what most people don't understand. Avoidants do come back. But whether they do or not isn't the question you should be asking. The real question is whether you'll be the same person waiting when they do. I'm about to walk you through the 3 phases of what's happening right now. And by the end, you'll know exactly how to read the signs. Here's where you're at. She left. Maybe she broke things off. Maybe she said she needed space. Maybe she just went cold and stopped responding completely. And now you're stuck in this painful limbo, wondering if she's thinking about you, wondering if she'll reach out, wondering if you should reach out first. You're checking her social media, replaying the last conversation, looking for any sign that she's coming back or that it's really done this time. Let me show you how to tell the difference. All right, so here's the truth about avoidance and whether they come back. Avoidants do come back. A lot. It's actually one of the most predictable things about them. They pull away, they get their space, they feel safe again, and then they reach out. But here's the thing. Just because they come back doesn't mean anything has changed. It doesn't mean they're ready for a real relationship. It doesn't mean the cycle won't repeat. So the real question is, will she come back? The real question is, will anything be different if she does? Because here's how it works. When an avoidant pulls away and gets distance, they start to miss the connection. They remember the good parts. They forget why they left, and their fear of abandonment kicks in. They don't want to lose you completely, so they reach out. But the second you're back in their life, the second things start to feel close again, their fear of intimacy kicks back in, and they pull away again. Same cycle, different day. This is what attachment researchers call a deactivating strategy. When closeness feels threatening, their nervous system creates distance to feel safe. And unless something fundamental has changed, unless she's actually doing the work to heal her attachment patterns, it's just going to be the same thing all over again. Now, does that mean she's always going to come back? No. There are times when an avoidant is actually done, when they've moved on for real. And there are signs that tell you which one it is. Real quick, if you're new here, welcome. I break down avoidant behavior and dating psychology every week. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. All right, back to it. Let me show you the signs that tell you whether she's coming back or whether she's actually done. Firstly, if she's watching your Instagram stories, liking your posts occasionally, keeping tabs on what you're doing, that's a sign she's not fully done. She's keeping the door cracked. She's in the deactivation phase, creating distance to feel safe, but she's not ready to fully let go. Avoidants who are truly done don't keep tabs. They cut off completely because they don't want the emotional pull. So if she's still orbiting your life, she's probably coming back at some point. Here's another sign. If she unfollowed you or muted you but didn't block you, that's significant. Blocking is final. It's a hard boundary. Unfollowing is softer. It says, I need space right now, but I'm not shutting the door completely. If she blocked you on everything, deleted your number, erased you from her life, that's different. That's her saying she needs a clean break. And for avoidance, a clean break usually means they're protecting themselves from coming back. Also, pay attention to what she actually said when she ended things. Did she say, I need space, or I'm not ready right now, or I need to focus on myself? Or did she say, I don't see a future with us, or I don't have feelings for you anymore? The first set are soft exits. They're avoidant language where I'm overwhelmed and I need distance, but I'm not saying never. The second set are hard exits. They're telling you it's over. Avoidants rarely give hard exits unless they're truly done. So if her words left ambiguity, she's probably not fully decided yet. Here's another thing to look at. Did she leave right after you two got really close? After a great weekend together? After you had a deep conversation or a meaningful moment? If the breakup came right after intimacy or vulnerability, that's classic avoidant deactivation. And deactivation is temporary. It's her nervous system freaking out and creating space. Once she gets that space and regulates, she'll probably reach out again. But if the breakup happened after weeks or months of distance, after things have been slowly dying, after she'd already emotionally checked out, that's different. That's her finally ending something she's been done with for a while. Or maybe this has happened before. Have you two broken up and gotten back together already? If yes, she's probably coming back again, because that's the pattern. Avoidants get stuck in this loop where they leave, miss you, come back, get scared, and leave again. But here's the thing. If this is the second, third, fourth time, you need to ask yourself if you're okay with that, because the pattern doesn't break itself. Now, let me show you the signs she's actually done and not coming back. If she left you and immediately started dating someone new, that's a sign she's done. She's not in the avoidant deactivation phase. She's in the I've moved on phase. But if she's single, staying low-key, not posting anyone new, that usually means she's processing, regulating, and will probably circle back once she feels safe again. Here's a clear sign she's done. If she told you clearly and directly that it's over, that she doesn't have feelings, that she doesn't see a future, believe her. Avoidants don't usually say that unless they mean it. They're more likely to soft exit and leave the door open. So if she closed the door with her words, she's probably not coming back. And this one's obvious. Full block on everything. Phone, social media, mutual friends. That's not deactivation. That's a hard boundary. She's protecting herself from the temptation to reach out or from you reaching out. That's someone who's decided they need to be done. Or maybe it's been months with zero contact. If it's been 3, 6, 9 months and you haven't heard a single word, no breadcrumbs, no random texts, nothing, she's probably moved on. Avoidants usually reach out within the first few weeks or months if they're coming back. Silence that long is usually permanent. See the difference? So what do you actually do with this information? Because yeah, it sucks. But sitting around feeling bitter about it doesn't help. First, accept reality. She wasn't ready for a relationship with you. That doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It doesn't mean you did something to mess it up. It just means the connection wasn't there for her. And that's okay. Not everyone is going to feel that way about you. Just like you don't feel that way about everyone. Second, stop waiting for people who use a not ready excuse. If someone tells you they're not ready, believe them, but also recognize what they're really saying. They're saying no, so treat it like a no. Don't stick around hoping they'll change their mind. Don't keep checking in to see if they're ready yet. Don't wait for them while they figure themselves out. Because if they meet someone they actually want, they won't need time to figure it out. Move on. Let them go. Focus on finding someone who doesn't need an excuse. Third, if this keeps happening to you, if you keep hearing I'm not ready from people you're interested in, it might be worth asking yourself why. Are you coming on too strong too early? Are you pushing for a commitment before the connection is really there? Are you choosing people who aren't actually available? I'm not saying it's your fault, but if it's a pattern, it's worth looking at. And here's the most important thing. When someone tells you they're not ready, don't take it personally. It's not about your worth. It's about compatibility. And you can't force compatibility. The right person won't need time. They won't need to heal first. They won't need to focus on themselves before they can be with you. They'll just want to be with you. And when you find that person, all the people who said they weren't ready won't matter anymore. Look, I know this hurts. Wondering whether she's coming back, or if it's really over feels like torture. It feels personal. It feels like you weren't good enough. But you were good enough. You just weren't the right fit for her. And that's not a reflection of your value. That's just how connection works. So stop torturing yourself trying to figure out what you did wrong. Stop wondering what he has that you don't. Stop checking her social media to see how happy she looks. Let it go. Move on. Find someone who doesn't need an excuse to be with you. If you found this helpful, hit the like button. Share your experience in the comment section and hit subscribe for more. I break down avoidant behavior and what it actually means so you can understand what's really happening. See you in the next one.